Hi, my name is Luella Denza, and the novel that I chose for ISU was Secret Daughter, which is by Shilpi Somaya Gowda, and who is here today to introduce herself and give a brief overview of this social commentary novel. Hello everyone, my name is Shilpi Somaya Gowda, and I was born and raised in Toronto by my parents who had migrated from the city of Mumbai in India. I hold an MBA degree from Stanford University and a bachelor's degree from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and Secret Daughter was my debutante book. So, the book centers the life of Asha, a girl in Danu, India in 1984, to a poor couple as she is given up for adoption due to the mere fact that she was born a girl. After being adopted by a wealthy and educated couple from California, Asha returns to India at the age of 20 on a quest to learn more about her heritage. Along the way, she not only discovers the corrupt distinction of the poor and rich, but she also discovers the haunting fact that explains her past, the unwarranted differentiation and discrimination of women in what is believed to be a men's world, which is one of the major conflicts in the novel. Thank you, Shilpi, for the informative summary of the novel. I agree that one of the major conflicts in it would be the degradation of women in cultures relevant in the modern day is not subject to consistency, nor should it be. So, I hope you found Shilpi's introduction and summary of the novel informative as I did. Now I will talk about 5 reasons why you should read Secret Daughter. Let's go! So, the first reason would be the theme of gender preferences. The theme is illustrated by Gowda as she addressed that only with a more egalitarian society would humanity know peace and prosperity. One of the biggest issues of all is the practice of killing young daughters in India. The poor do not want daughters because they can't work in the fields and require a dowry later in life. So this quote tells how the Indians degrade females. Disowning newborn daughter, sees females as burdens and disgraces are all common views that some share. And through Jasu's character, more light is shined upon the fact that indeed the mistreatment of newborn females is more than relevant. So now the second reason why you should read this book is because it expresses the situations that most of us never experience, such as adoption. For example, Asha grows up questioning her parentage, and by her teenage years, she finally lashes out to her adoptive parents, who are Chris and Summer. Can you imagine not knowing what your homeland is like or who are your real parents? When reading her parts, readers witness the daily inner turmoil an adopted child faces, the feeling of being unwanted, the questions, the being stuck between two cultures and not knowing where you really belong. The third reason why I recommend this book is because it has many social commentaries that society should be aware of, such as cultural norms. This is expressed in the quote, I find this quote very interesting because in this odd circumstance, this poor innocent boy has his fate before him unconsciously. Because of the fact that he is a male, the whole village immediately embraces him, viewing him as very worthy of their love and affection. Yet, because of this fact, his mother has taken to find it irritable. Whenever she looks at her son, will he be a sad reminder of the 2 girls she had to give up in order to have him? And why must the injustices of gender bias and favoring be so prevalent that one gender is viewed so superiorly, befitting and worthy of life than the other? The fourth reason why I think you should read Secret Daughter is because of the interesting style of writing, such as using rhetorical devices. The author used third-person point of view, which allows the reader to see the character from a different perspective and watch as characters interact and communicate with other characters. Flashbacks were also effectively used to give the reader a background knowledge on important past events. The stories of the main characters are switched each chapter, giving the reader a view into different lives of each, as well as all the shortcomings, challenges, and fears they have and overcome. For example, the society, the mindset, which views girls as a burden, was well portrayed. India was neither glorified nor overly ridiculed. In fact, the author has painted a very true picture of this country. Truly, it is a land of many contradictions. Ultimately, I highly recommend this novel if you enjoy The Kite Runner. These two novels are both emotionally impacting, culturally intense, and realistic stories exploring family dynamics in relation to poverty and wealth. In addition, I believe that the character of Kavita, who is the birth mother of Asha, will inspire many readers to persevere in times of difficulties. I would say that Asha is a mentor in the story because all along Kavita's journeys as a mother, Asha is what keeping her going and keeping her faith. She is what Kavita is living for once she gets sick in hopes of finding her. The thought of that is what aids Kavita and helps her get through her obstacles in life. Personally, I can connect to Asha's feelings to my own in the sense of why do things happen and why to me or to the people I love. I even question God sometimes, especially when I'm really distressed. I know how Asha feels of not knowing something. It is the scariest feeling of all because you don't know what to expect for the future because your past is still incomplete. In conclusion, the story also has one of the best endings I have read recently. I love how she beautifully wrapped up the whole story. It really gives you closure and that nice giddy feeling you get after reading a nice book. I even remember smiling for a very long time after reading it. It is truly amazing. Therefore, I highly recommend everyone to read The Secret Daughter by Shilpi Somaya Gowda.